Fred's Guitars. This program features all different styles of guitar playing, from rock to jazz, from blues to folk, and classical music. So, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the show. Now, what I'm going to do before we start the new section of the song, I'm going to go over a couple things for the first half that we did. First of all, we start with the Little Dahlin section that we talked about, and that's also the intro. That part right there, we're going to the E7. Now that happens a number of times throughout the song. That's one thing to take note of. Now the melody part on the introduction starts once again. Now right there is important because that's on the upbeat. And then we have those two downstrokes in a row there. But that one section when we go to the D chord that's on the upbeat is very important because that happens a number of times throughout the song. Once again, the intro. Okay, so there we have the intro. Now right after the intro it goes into the Here Comes the Sun part of the song. Now what's notable about that is when we go to that D chord on that part, it's on the downbeat. When we go to this first finger on that C sharp there. Once again, I'll play it. Accented that when we got to that. The whole song does that. When you do the Here Comes the Sun part, when you go to the D chord, that note, when you press down the first finger, is on the beat. That's very important. Once again. Okay, we're getting there now, right? Okay, the next section, when we start playing that riff, right after that, the first time that's played, it goes right into the singing of Little Dahlin. Okay, because all other places when you play that riff, we have this little two-measure interlude, which is the beginning of the Little Dahlin section, added to this, added to that E7 chord. So once again, that little interlude would be okay. That comes right after. And it does that throughout the whole song, except the first time you play this. The first time it goes right into the singing. So those are some distinctions to make. If you want to play the song correct, exactly the way it's done, these are things to note. And also when you do this and you learn it this way, it's much easier to remember the whole song. Okay, the next part we're going to go over is the Little Dahlin section, the first time it's sung. Now here it's a little different also. It's going to be so when I went to that D chord, it was on the downbeat that I played the first finger. So once again, it's the first time it's being sung, Little Dahlin. Okay, you hear it? Right on the beat. right on the beat. That's the only time that that happens. All other places, when the little Dahlin section is sung, it's on the upbeat like this. See, it's on that upbeat. Okay, so that's notable also to mention. Again, it helps you keep track of the song. All right, so now we're at the third section of Here Comes the Sun. This section I call Sun, Sun, Sun. This is the section that starts with that little Dahlin section. And then I'm going to go right to the E7th chord by playing the open second and third string, and then right to the E7 chord on the downstroke, then up again with the pick for the second string and third, and then back down. So once again, it'll be like this. So once again, it's the little Dahlin section, then open to the E7 chord on the downstroke, up, down. Okay. Once again, it's. And now I'm going to go to the arpeggio notes or triad notes. Those are your first three notes. I'm starting with an open E, G sharp on the 4th fret, and a B on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Now I'm starting with this open E. I'm calling it open because once again I have my capo on the 7th fret here, so I'm calling all of these frets open strings. So it's open, 4th, 2nd finger. That's an E arpeggio or an E triad. And now I'm landing on my 2nd finger on the 4th string. I'm going to go right to my 3rd finger on that 4th string on the next fret. And that's going to start the C arpeggio. Then the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string. So there's my C arpeggio. So I start with the E arpeggio, right to C. And now I'm just going to bring my fingers over to the next 3 strings, lower 3 strings. Start on the G, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, the B, and I lift my 1st finger up and play open B. So that's a G arpeggio. So it's E arpeggio, C arpeggio, G arpeggio. Now I'm going to go to a D arpeggio by bringing my 3rd finger down 1 fret lower and using my 2nd finger on the 5th string to the F sharp. And then I'm going to play open 4th string, which is D. A, F sharp A, and then end on the D on the 3rd string. Okay, so that's part of a D arpeggio. It's kind of like a backwards D arpeggio because I'm ending with the D and starting with the F sharp. Alright, so let's go over those first 3 again. It's the E arpeggio, C arpeggio, G arpeggio, D arpeggio, and now I finalize it by bringing my 3rd finger down on the 6th string, 3rd fret for that D, and F sharp. Those last 2 notes. Now the rhythm for this section is important because it's a 3 feel, like a triplet. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last measure I have 5 beats in the measure. So it's 1, 2,